Good evening, everyone. This is Mr. Milestones. We are live tonight to talk about the updates. So first I want to start by talking about Cerebro's post. It's really important to the final analysis here. So what's the most important part is that this is a series of recurring milestones. It's coming back. It's going to come back twice. So whatever we come up with is a total amount of shards that we can accumulate this time before March 11th is also, two more times. I'm going to assume that we get the same duration. Hopefully it doesn't shorten up in the future, and where it goes from there. When they say it's more than twice out of Mysterio, that's great, Cerebro, but the point of Mysterio was as soon as his event was done, he was farmable in the raid store really soon after, and I don't think that's the scenario we're going to get. So maybe after the third time. So if it's going to come back in late March or early April, then the third time is probably May or June. By the time we finish that, it's almost 4 to 5 months of the event. It would need to become farmable somewhere else so that we can finish him, and that's great because we'll be able to make a lot of progress before then. So the next thing I would want to point out is the math of it. So let's look at what's possible. What's new tonight is the World Warrior milestones. And what's happened here is there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 at 6. There's 6 different ones. So you can't quite average one a day in the 7 days of the milestone, but it's really okay. It's not bad compared to what the kind of discussions that have happened today. When you look over here, let's turn this off and look at the math. So daily gold, now it does require you to be able to do the 5 from daily gold at 1.825 million every day for this part of the event, and for round 2 and for round 3. That is absolutely the primary contributor to being able to make a lot of progress on Symbiote Spidey. But with that 6 for every 7 days, we can now get a total daily of almost 7. 5 again from gold, 1 from energy, and now a big part of 1 from battles, assuming that your alliance can score well up into those levels. So it'll take about 15 days, a little over 2 weeks to unlock. That's not too bad. We have a full month. So a lot of folks will be unlocking in a couple of weeks from now. The max charge by the end is almost 200, so 199. As long as you keep up this pace from now on. So the first day we could get 5. Yesterday we could start averaging 6, and today we can start averaging 6.71. The interesting part about going 3 times, though, is these starts to become a lot of shards. So I was worried yesterday on, hey, how could we possibly get to 5-star? Now, that's not really a problem if you can hit almost 200 each cycle. So you get almost 200 on the first cycle, again and again. You're up into 600, so now we're well into 6-star. So we're not going to hit 7-star, but I think getting well into 6-star, not for free because it's a lot of gold to get to that tier, but through normal gameplay, or relatively normal gameplay, is solid. Now, the good part about the pauses, I was thinking about this all day. The good part about the pauses is, hey, we'll run it until March 11th and take a break. Well, during the break, save more gold, because it doesn't help if you run this cycle to March 11th, run out of gold, and then have nothing left to spend. Once you're broke, it's no fun just to grind against the wall. But here you'll stop March 11th, save up, get yourself a buffer, along with that little over $1 million that we can earn in gold every day. Save it until the next part of the phase of the Symbiote Spidey event comes back, and then that plus what you'll earn during the event may be able to sustain through these next phases. It's still going to be tough to manage 1.825 million for that's a long time. But it's more possible with the pauses than without them. So I just want to stop there. It's pretty straightforward. Obviously for battles, it's not like a strategy. It's just how good can your alliance do? How far into the milestones can you get? Can you get up there to tier 16? Obviously there's a new monster 20 tier 4s that showed up on the 17, which is also kind of nice too. But that's it. That's how it goes. I think, we need to stop and analyze before we react. There was some pretty significant reactions across YouTube and on forums and on Reddit. But this is actually a pretty generous one. It's just going to take a little while, which is fine. I think all these things are going to take a little while. Dark Dimension level 3 with City, Global, and Cosmic nodes is going to take a while. Heroes is going to take a while with City, Cosmic, and Global. When they get Villains expansion and Nexus expansion, I expect them to say, hey, City, Cosmic, Global, we're going to need a team for everything. It's like, but, that's kind of why we're here. If we keep building our teams, makes it a little more fun. But that's it. Just keep going at it. Do your best to spend your gold now, save your gold during the breaks, and you'll be able to make progress, possibly to the 6-star level. That is the end of the story. Have a great evening.